Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the outstanding defender, Mark Gahey, may not be one of the biggest at 6 feet, but he has a calmness and maturity that gives him a real edge, Peter. I think he's also shown remarkable consistency and leadership in recent years.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He won't be happy with that one. Llorente is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Livramento. Rice! Superb from Rice!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Dari Olmo. He's having a hit! It's hit the upright. No, just not quite.
Dani Olmo really might have got ever so slightly across it. I don't think he intended to hit it so close to the frame of the goal. I mean, that's a bit obvious.
And it's Livramento. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Fabian Ruiz. That has been cut short. That is ended up in no man's land. Dani Olmo. He's had it taken off him. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Kane. And he's intervened well there. Kane. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he is deftly away. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
He's having a shot! Goal, England! Into the lead once more. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Nicely weighted ball. Driven in. Pickford claims it. Safe hands. And here's Dani Olmo. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Eric Garcia.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rodri. Here's Oyarzabal. And it's Bellingham. He's picked his way through. That is good strength. And he's well positioned here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gahey. Rice. Bellingham has created one goal already. He's a sharp little ball here. Livramento. Madueke. And it's Bellingham. Spain are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Spence venturing down the left. Now it's Kane. Nicely aimed pass. Knocks it into space. Stones. And here's Kane. Oh, that's ambitious. Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did. Pretty robust defending.
Bellingham. And it's Rashford. Pedri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Spain do have a chance to counter here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Dani Olmo. Madueke. Jordan Henderson. Bellingham. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Kane. Madueke. And it's Kane. Mikel Oyarzabal. Rice. Fabian Ruiz gets a foot in here. Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Kane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Rashford. And it's Rice. Rashford. Rashford showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Kane. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good alertness. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Wriggles his way through. Look at the space, great chance! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Spence. And here's Rashford. And the counter is on. Livramento gets over and intercepts. And here's Kane. Eze. That's good play. Fabian Ruiz wins the duel this time.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's picked out the run. He's in a great position here. Chance! Goal! Spain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
He has a look out, and he's managed to get free.
England really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Watkins really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Dani Olmo. Oyarzabal. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Watkins. Watkins.
That was lovely, that.
Has crossed into the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. The final 5 minutes. Mikel Oyarzabal looking for the run. He can run onto that. Dani Olmo, he's found the way through. Spain moments now away from seeing this one out. Rice. And it's Kane. And it's Rice. Madueke.
England really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Kane. It's Kane! And time is up. Spain have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. And again! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Not the most convincing of passes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for options for movement. Can he get onto this? Eric Garcia promptly onto that, and that is that. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the qualities needed in a complete fullback at such a tender age, and at a time where the role of the fullback is even more crucial. He really is a diamond.
No, Jackie! Superb from Jackie! A finish of true class! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, good ball. There's the shot. It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's had it taken off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aimed at the far side.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Conte. Now there's a fine ball. Eric Garcia did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he cuts out the supply. Olise. Incoming delivery. He's rising! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in. Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's picked his way through. Cross in, looks like a good one. And he shoots! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to...
Oh, terrible pass. Oh, great, he's had a shot! And there's a goal! Back to within 1! Interesting! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Fabian Ruiz.
This is the time you need that pace.
Fabian Ruiz. Oh, this and the shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Fabian Ruiz clearly is very disappointed, but at least his bosses are whatever they need.
And we have our very first corner. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. France are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. Driven in. Oh, well played, well played. Rodri could move up a gear here. Now it's Pino. Kante makes the interception. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele, and he's managed. It's Dembele!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pitches it off him. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mbappe powering forward here. This is Dembele. And the whistle goes for half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Merino. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Oyarzabal. Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Takes aim and crosses. That's going to go a long way. And they're quick to get it back. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. And it's Chouameni. Oh, he's having a go!
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And he's there to clear it. That's good running with the ball. Cross to the back post. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the...
Oh, what's he done? Cherki. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's Mbappe! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Fabian Ruiz. That is lovely. Flings it across. Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. And it's Olmo. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, that's neat. Spain have reclaimed it. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Fabian Ruiz. Decent chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 3.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 24. El dorsal 20. Cambio de jugadores.
Spain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Doué showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicely aimed pass. Chouameni. Hernandez. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And here's Mbappe. He is just caressing the ball. Eric Garcia, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a lovely, neat pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Dani Olmo tries one from range, and that's a sharp finish. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Tries a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Mbappe might just make this. That pass isn't the best. And here's Dani Olmo. Time added on 4 minutes. And here's Oyarzabal. Goes for a shot! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Just eases him off the ball. Chouameni. Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. And that is that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. So there it is. What struck you most about that? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. That has been cut short. And here's Kane, strokes it back. And it's Livramento. He has found the way through, and it's played into the middle.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, one of the smartest wingers around, Peter, is Oyarzabal. I really like the way he just instinctively seems to know when to take people on or when to release it. And not being a physical specimen, you really have to show good tactical awareness on this front. And he's learning quickly.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
And here's Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Now it's Rashford. Spain
are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Can he get on the end of this?
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Chance here to counter. And here's Gordon. Rice. This might...
Can he finish? Goal, England! And we have liftoff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
England have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Merino.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rice makes the interception. Watkins. England are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Dani Olmo. Spence gets over and intercepts. Oh, that's well spotted. Rashford does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, that looks a good ball through. He's found a way through.
Big chance! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them.
Tries one from range.
Again, a brilliant save.
Fabian Ruiz really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Gordon. He's shifting through the gears here.
He's had a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Gordon clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Played out to the left flank. Gordon. Watkins. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Rashford. And it's Livramento. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. He'll try from distance! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Gordon. That has not gone well. Merino. Mikel Merino ventures forward. Now it's Oyarzabal. And it's Ruiz. So, a temporary halt to the action. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we get things going again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Oyarzabal. That is good alertness. Livramento. Rashford. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Alex Grimaldo delivers. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And it's Olmo. Oh, well played. Oh, this looks sharp. Kane. And the counter-attack is on for England. Gordon.
That's good play from him.
Has a look up and terrific effort. Oh, it rattles the bar.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now, can they get him away? Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he spark a counter here? Well, played right into his path. Merino.
Spain may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Livramento. To Watkins. Aimed beyond the defence. Rashford is wide and looking to get onto this. Fabian Ruiz. Rodri. Dani Olmo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here. And
oh, what? Pino! It's a goal! Spain are all square. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's a good ball. Jeremy Pino ploughing through the middle.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
England really will have to throw everything at this now. Great ball, and he's in. Kane! Now, oh, it's fallen loose again! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Saka fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
England have their second corner now. Pubil clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, nicely intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. Rapidly approaching the end. It does seem that we are headed for penalties. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still decent chance! Goal! Spain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! About as smooth as it gets. And right near the end, we have parity. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
If you have that good a connection, you know where that's going to end up, Peter. I think he knew the moment he caught it.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Keeper's dealt with that. 5 minutes to add. Takes the shot! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Anderson certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Anderson. And it's Eze. And no, that was never going to make it. Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. So, by accident or design, neither team is giving way.
Well, both managers would have preferred not to go this far, but here we are. It's about nerve control now.
So we've gone as far as we can go, and this will now be decided by penalties. So, are we ready? An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he has done his bit.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Bellingham is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up.
Yeah, good pen that.
So both teams on the board. Pedro Porro is second man up. Oh, you're not going to save that.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
Eze, second to go.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
Dani Olmo is looking to do his bit. Oh, he sent it wide! The rueful look says everything.
I don't think he ever really looked comfortable, put too much pressure on himself. Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
This then to level matters. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Up steps the man with the armband. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. And that takes us to sudden death. Merino, the last of the designated five. No, he clatters the post!
He didn't need to cut things so finely. Everyone here are holding their breath.
Oh, he's missed! And the drama continues. Some can barely watch here, every kick potentially pivotal. And he's hit the frame of the goal!
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. Oh, he saved it!
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick.
So is this to be lucky 7? We shall see. Made it look easy.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
This to stay in it. And they have done it in sudden death.
Well, that's just wonderful, Peter. The pressure was on, but that's just superb mentality. The mindset did stay strong.
So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional talk. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Goal, Spain! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
England are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Kane. And he's quick to return it. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Rashford.
Oh, good play! Oh, off the bar! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And here's Oyarzabal.
Oyarzabal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Stones does really well to win the ball there. Pau Kubasi cuts out the pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's through here. Oh, can he get onto this? And he cuts out the supply. Played out towards the right wing. Looking for the run. Rodgers gets into a good position. Llorente attempts a clearance.
He's having a pop!
It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Pings in a towering header!
Loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it.
Goal, England! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get enough?
Can he finish? And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Spain drag themselves back again.
You've got to commend...
It's Kane! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
England with the corner, they're first. Oh, good spread. Rashford with the cross.
Oh, great!
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he plays one through. Oyathabal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely feet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal stood his ground strongly. Anderson. Now it's Rashford. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now Rodgers. And here's Gordon. Gives it back. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Big chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Well timed, excellent interception. Grimaldo. And it's made its way to him. He takes a shot! Off the post! Oh, there's a probing ball. Dani Olmo. And he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Dani Olmo! Goal, Spain! And the comeback is complete. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Spain with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now,
and that signals the end of the first period. Spain have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So we reach the halfway point.
well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can make...
It's Kane! They've got to be quick to recover this. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Played into space. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nico Williams. Great ball if he can... Shot, surely! Stones. Rodgers. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in a great... And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's gone long. Rodri. Zubimendi. Dani Olmo. England are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Showing great feet there. Now it's Kane. genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Spain have themselves a chance from the spot.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Henderson clearly engaging in mind games here. That's a fine save by Henderson. And here's Yamal. Not the most accurate pass. Has a look and plays it forward. Nicely weighted ball. Rice. Now Rodgers. Rodgers really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Oyarzabal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Dani Olmo has got himself a free kick.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 17 será sustituido por el dorsal 7.
And it's Olmo. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So what can they conjure from this one? Looking to widen the gap even further here. That's a fine save by Henderson. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
England are looking to go forward now.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Spain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Spence. And this is Kane. Oh, it's Kane! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's picked his way through.
England really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's an imaginative pass. And that has left him in a heap.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And the pass is intercepted. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a shot! And that's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Quite a game, this. All square again.
England really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well read, nice interception. Spence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, good effort! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, that's fabulous. Anderson, nicely aimed pass. And No, that was never going to make it. Danny Olmo. He's on it.
Goes for a shot!
Oh, it's close, but there is time for no more. Spain came so close to executing the perfect smash and grab, but it just was not to be. So there was to be no definitive result.
Well, both managers would have preferred not to go this far, but here we are. It's about nerve control now.
Well, we all know what is coming, and for some it may be too much. It is utterly unbearable. And he has done his bit.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Now it is the turn of the captain. Oh, drags it wide.
Well, he clearly didn't get the contact he would have liked.
Spain are looking for comfort.
And he's hit the frame of the goal!
Oh, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right.
Eze is a picture of calm despite the moment.
Oh, great save! That is a great save!
Spain with the chance to go 2 up.
That's a brilliant read!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
We're on to number 3 here.
Great stop!
And the keeper punches the air. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
No! Denied remarkably!
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick.
Anderson is the 4th man to step up.
No, he's missed!
Heads in hands. The reaction says it all.
I don't think he ever really looked comfortable. Put too much pressure on himself.
Oh, he saved it!
Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Now there's a penalty.
And that takes us to sudden death.
So both teams effectively 1 kick away from the precipice.
Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
That is how you answer the call.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
And they have done it in sudden death.
Oh, just allow me to get my breath back a little here, Peter. What an ending. Fantastic.
So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their parts in a terrific struggle, admirably at times. But when it all mattered, they have fallen ever...
you